Hello everyone, today we are going to see how to install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.9 in VM Workstation. We are going to do it virtually as we want to make Linux as an guest operating system, whereas my main operating system or base operating system is Windows. So if you want to make Linux as a guest operating system, we have to install it through VMware. So for installing Red Hat using VMware, we need two softwares. First is VMware Workstation 16 Pro. Here I am using 16 Pro. You can use any version available. Same way, the second file which we need is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.9. Again, here I am using the version 7.9. You can use any version 6, 7, 8, any version which is available. Currently 9 version is available. You can go for the same. So let's see how to install. Firstly, I have VMware Workstation installed on my device. I'll just double click and open the VMware Workstation. When you open, you get this screen. Here you can see I have already installed earlier. I'll just remove that and I'll show you. So there is no file available over here. So let's start. To start, first go in File and go for a new virtual machine. Just click on New Virtual Machine. You will get such type of a screen where configurations you have to set. The configurations can be typical or custom. We'll keep by default typical. Then click on Next. Here it is asking three options for installation, either directly through the drive disk, through installer disk, or you can do it later on. So I am choosing to do it later on. So I'll choose the option I will install the operating system later on. Click on Next. Then this is asking you which sort of operating system you want to install. As I said, my base operating system is Windows, so my guest operating system I want to install is Linux. So whichever guest operating system you want to install, you just choose that option. For us in this, we are going to choose Linux. So Linux is my guest operating system. Then here you will get lot of options with respect to what you select over here. So Linux has a lot of different distributors. I am going to select Red Hat, whereas there are so many others like Oracle, Debian, then Ubuntu. So I want to set Red Hat, but again, which version you are selecting? Like I have file downloaded that is 7.9. So if you have 8, if you have 6 respectively, you are going to select the file, or respectively you are going to select the version. So my file version is 7. So I'll just go over here and I'll see that Red Hat 7 64-bit is available. I'll click over here and click on Next. So as you click on Next, it will ask you to give the name of your virtual machine. You can give any name for your virtual machine or keep by default whatever name comes to the system. And then the location, whenever you store or whenever you install this Red Hat, where it should go and store. So in my device it is going and storing in C drive, user, staff, document. Inside virtual machine it is going and storing. If you don't want to store there, you can change, go and edit according to your preferences. Go in browser and you can change. Click on Next. Here this is important. Here the maximum size is set to 20, as we need to do a lot of different practicals. We need to perform a lot of different tasks in our device, so we can change the maximum size. I am making the maximum size to 30, so I have enough disk space. Then in disk space, either I can make a single area file or we can have multiple files. So I'll choose virtual disk as single file. So whenever I work, I'll have only one virtual disk file. Then click on Next. This all are the details which are being set now by me. Again, going further, I can go for customizing the hardware. This is very important. Please pay attention over here. Here when you click on customize hardware, you are going to change the settings of your hardware. You can customize your hardware. Just click on that. You'll see all the devices hardwares are available over here, and respectively their settings are available over here. So whichever area you will click, relatively the settings will be available over here. So first we are going to work with only the 3 hardwares, rest you can keep as it is. So first we'll go for memory. Memory here by default it is 2 GB. I require 4 GB, so I'll go for 4 GB, so you get a good amount of memory space. So I've changed it to 4 GB. Then processor by default it is 1. As you know, Linux is multitasking, multi-processors. You can go for 2 main number of processors and 2 core processors, core preprocessors. So in all 4 processors we are using. Then the next I'll click on new CD DVD. This is the main important area where you are actually going to select the file. Okay, so here are 2 options. One is device status. So you can see there are 2 options, connected and connect at power on. So when you after installing your Linux in your VMware, you can see this power on button, green button. So if I say connected, that means whenever you will open VMware, it will directly get connected. But whereas when you go for connect at power on, you will be asked over here to click on power on. When you click on power on, then only it will start. So I'll be keeping it as connected at power on. The next option is connection. Connection is basically now VMware. You should tell VMware which file you want to install. So the file name you're going to give it over here. So what you're going to go, you are going to click on the second option, that is use ISO file image. Now first it is very important, you should download the file from the internet from Red Hat website. So Red Hat, I have already downloaded it. I'll show you my file. It is already there in D drive. So this file should already be there, and whatever version is there, the same version you have to select it while installing. So here once I click on ISO image, I'll just go for browse. In browse I'll go in D drive. As my file is in D drive, you can go wherever your file is. Once you download from the internet, see where you have stored that file and go over there, just select that file, click on open. That file gets selected over here. Once that file is selected, we have done with the hardware part. The other rest all you can keep as it is by default. If you want to change, it is your references. Otherwise you can keep it as it is. Once I have done, I'll just click on the close button. My hardware settings are done. I can click on finish. As I click on finish, you can see, as I told you, your power button. So now it has taken Red Hat Enterprise over here. As soon as I click on it, it will start setting all the Red Hat Linux information. Okay, I'll just okay, now once you go inside the screen, see, as I told you, we have a guest OS and a base OS. So we are already working in the base OS, and this is my guest OS. So I want to go inside the screen. So to go inside the screen, you have to press on Ctrl G. On your keyboard, you press Ctrl and G. As soon as I press Ctrl G, I get inside the screen. My key will work on the screen. So my upper key, using my upper key, I am just clicking up and down. You can see white and green colors are changing. White is selected one, green is the other one. So I want to select the first one. So I'll click on first one. So you can see install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.9 is now white in color. So that means it is selected. Once I select it, I just press enter. It will start the installation process. It will take some seconds. Okay, you can see it is configuring. As soon as it gets configured, okay, you can see it has asked you for the language. So we'll keep the same English language. We can continue. Okay, this here we have to make few changes, like you can change the date and time, you can change the languages, you can change the source. So main importantly, what we are going to change is, what we are going to do is, first we are going to change the timing. Date and time, as it is America, I'm going to change it to Asia. Click on that, go for Asia. Here go for Calcutta. As we are in Asia, we are in India, so I'm going for Calcutta. You can do it as per your area. change the timing, whatever is the current time. My current timing is 12:28, so I am going for 12:28. Okay, 12:28. Then the date is fine, date is correct, so I've done. I'll click on done. So I've changed the date and time. Similarly, I'll go for installation. Next, I'll go for installation destination. You can see this is red in color. I have to do just select it and check if it is automated. If it is automated, fine. Otherwise, you have to do it automated configuration partitioning. Done. So you can see it is changed to black, right? Then go for software selection. Here, depending upon what all tasks you have to perform later on in Linux, you are going to select the softwares over here. So I am selecting debugging tools, libraries, developing tools, security tools, system administration tools. So here I have selected almost all. Then infrastructure server, I want backup server, I want DNS server. This depends upon you which all softwares you require for your further activities. I am selecting almost every software, Java platform, then large system performance, then network, then file performance tools, then printer server, then virtualization, remote management, okay, then file and print server, okay, backup clients, then basic web servers, okay, Python. If you want, you can take, if you want to do any practical in Python, or then virtualization. So I want virtualization platform. So almost everything we have selected. In server GUI, I can have virtualization client, virtualization tools. So we have done, we have selected almost all. Just click on done. So it will take some time. Once you click on done, so it is checking the software. Here you can see a begin installation. Just click on that. Then you can see a root password. See, till the time it is getting connected, you just go and see, these are the two users through which you can get inside the Linux. This is the root password, root user, which is administration, and this is the user creation, where you can create your own user. So I'll go first for the root. I'm giving some password to it. Keep it a bit strong. I'm just showing you. So same password you can confirm. Okay, this is done. Here you don't need to keep the username. It is the same username. Then if you have to create another user, by default, while installation, only one user is allowed to be created other than root. But once you go inside the Linux, you can create n number of users. Okay, click on that, give some name. I'm just giving my name along with the password. Any password you can keep, the same password. You can confirm and just click on done. Two users are created. Time being, this is you can see this is just getting installed. As you can see, we have completed the installation. We go for reboot and click on reboot. We have done with the installation. Now just the inside setting, there is a license. You have to just check on the license. Just accept this license, click on this, click agree and done. Finish the configuration. You can see we have finished the configuration. You can see this account created, not listed. This is the root. This is my account. I'll just show you login. We have done with the installation part. This is the screen. Thank you for watching.